Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Brandon here back for another video, and today we're going to be looking at 5 restaurants in Bridgetown, Barbados. So Bridgetown is the capital of Barbados. Barbados is a country in the Caribbean region, and Bridgetown has a population of about 110,000 people. It's pretty much the biggest place on Barbados. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through 5 different categories, through 5 stars. The first category is going to be location. Second is going to be style or what it is. Third is going to be pictures. Fourth being reviews. And fifth, curb appeal. So we're going to be finding 5 different restaurants and reviewing what we find on those 5 categories. And without a further ado, let's take a look. So for our first place, I have found a place that's close by Brandon's Beach, which is biased because I am a Brandon. There's also Mount Gay Visitor Center. But there's a lot of kind of resort places around, and we're going to be probably seeing maybe one or two in this video. We'll try not to pick all of them being resort places, but um, tourism's a big focus. So we have on the northern end of Bridgetown, we have Rascals of Barbados Restaurant and Water Park. So this is actually a water park too. Um, I don't know if they're just referencing the beach or if they have actual like water park stuff. It does have a website. Nice. Uh, 4-star reviews, 600 reviews, handicap accessible, and $2 signs. So it's probably like a medium tier. Quick look at the reviews. Oh, come on. All right, quick look at the reviews. First one's 5 stars, 2 months ago. Okay, so we're in good shape. We're in good shape. So let's take a look at some pictures. This is the beach. Oh, those are some cruise ships. It said it was a fishing port, or not a fishing port, well, a port city, I guess. That's what they called it. But that's more of the beach. Here's the inside of it. Here we go. So we can see it's outdoor type of cabana, type of feel. Open air restaurant seating. Some pretty good seats. At least they all match. Tables match. You know, very light decorations, but they all look uniform. So it has a theme, it has a style. These ladies having a good time. Oh man, are they on vacation? Whoa, wait. So this is what it looks like. So this is the front door. It says Rascals at the top, but you can't see it behind that, but it does. Entryway, elevated seating, which is really unique. So it gives a more of a better feel because you go down a little bit and then you walk up the stairs, you feel elevated. So this is actually clever. We have neon lights as well as Christmas lights kind of scattered around. So, and we also have some live plants. So that's pretty good for them. That is presumably what the outside looks like. We have lots and lots of picnic tables. That's the vibe. Lots of picnic tables. We have an outside, clever branding sign up front. Staff is presumably in uniform as well, so they're all presentable. It's a pretty good place. Pretty good place. Um, Barbados, proudly sponsored by KFC. Oh my God. Jesus, bro. Um, that's the vibe. Very interesting though. Nice seating. I mean, this place is nice. I can't believe it's sponsored by KFC. Yeah, pretty standard. Oh, this is nice. This is nice inside. So they have some decorations, lots of blue because they're by water. Some sculptures, local fauna, tables, blue and yellow theme, American football. Oh my God. All right, so their clientele is clearly Americans. I mean, we know that. With the cruise ship, we know that. What does it say? Opening hours, Monday to Tuesday, 10 to 7, 10 to 10, 10 to 12. Okay. I don't know if they own that outside thing. The stuff that's in the water. Wow, look how blue that water is. Oh my God. Gorgeous. Do you imagine? That's crazy. Here's a look at their menu. Pretty standard, 10 to 20 bucks. All right, so that's gonna do it for that, for pictures. Let's see what the reviews say. Roadie, cruise. All right, so we had good service at the Rascals, although we did not drink. We saw people happily eating their food, especially the pasta. Our bartender, Raymond. Um, 2 for $18. Oh my God. This lady's she had a good time on her cruise. We were very lucky to come across the Rascals as we have 4 young kids on a beach. Food was ideal too. Calamari. Had the best day at Rascals. Great fun was had. It takes a lot for me to write a review, but as you can see from my Google profile, I don't post much. But when a business promotes a fresh catch of the day and serves frozen fish, that's a problem. And that's exactly what happened here. To be fair, the item was removed from my bill, and this is absolutely not the server's fault. However, what was disappointing was that there is no acknowledgement that the fish was, in fact, frozen. You can't misrepresent food like that. If something is advertised as fresh, it needs to be fresh. Beyond that, the chicken wings were also not that good. Highlight of the meal was roti, which was actually quite good. Would I go back? No. Can you improve? Sure. We came here on a cruise, went here for lunch. They did not have enough staff, drinks were slow. One party ordered fish and hardly was told this they did not have more fish. What? The food is average, expensive tag. Nice place, beach is beautiful. I never post anything about a restaurant, figure about the people, figure out on their own, but now it's been twice with a tour off a cruise ship, once in 24 and now in 26. Service is slow. 1 hour wait time for chicken fingers. Yummy. We've been here numerous times over 25 years. The last 2 visits have been disappointing. Staff needs a change. As tourists, we understand cultural differences, but an indifference, no excuse. What? So, those ignorant Americans coming off their cruise ship demanding chicken fingers. I, being an owner of Barbados of a house in 30 years, however, with an encounter, an experience which is not about making, the sunbed guy, who we called the beach master, was a witness to a horrific experience, and so have many others on Beach Trenton, if I spelled the name correctly. Brandon's Beach, actually. So, he's too busy telling us a few weeks ago that he had a young child to remember and chasing young ladies, tips which he stated to us previously he did not get neither staff. I, I don't know. That one's long. I don't care. You can pause and read it, but I don't care. That's the vibe. We hired the sun lounge as an umbrella, price much higher than a competitor further down the street. The number attached to the umbrella, which he raised for service, kept falling down. In the end, we had to call the staff to bring us menus. I personally thought the pricing was high. All I can say is My niece ordered a jumbo hot dog, and it's a jumbo bun with the smallest hot dog. No bread fruit flies. Service is slow. Oh my God. Um, Kim was waiting for us for help for chairs. This is 7 years ago. So, or no, yeah, 7 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So they do cruises to the Barbados quite often, and people go here. So this has been open, I guess, for 25 years, which is good for them. Um, it's a little bit of a tourist trap, though, to be quite honest. It's a little bit of a tourist trap, though. They are a fraud. You pay for a family package, include the water park, paddle boards, kayak, snorkel gear, and more. After you pay, you ask for the kayaks. You find out you don't have them. Oh, when you ask for snorkel gear, they don't have that either. Their water park has the handles ripped off, the lifeguard. If you want a boat ride to and from the water park, good luck with that. My things were stolen. My smoothie. Um, oh well. I wasn't lucky at Rascals, I guess. Good picture though. I mean, this is the inside. I mean, this tells you exactly what it is. This is a great picture. It looks nice. It's just the food's just not that good. So that's gonna do it for the reviews. They do have a website, so let's take a look at that. I guess they do own this, hopefully. Wow, look at that low quality. Hopefully it'll load. Or I guess that could just be the quality. Anyway, healthy fun for everyone. Barbados' new anticipated attraction for locals and tourists alike. Holy shit, look at that. That is a lot. Um, the whole thing is a water park? Really? Oh, I want to see Street View. I hope we can see that. That's insane. Birthday package, corporate, monthly BARP discount. Dude, so crazy. Oh my God. That's crazy. Dude, that's like Ninja Warrior obstacle course all in the water. I can't imagine blowing that up. That's pretty crazy. Location. Yep, whatever. Corporate. No, wait, wait, wait. Oh, wait, no, we can do this too. Family day pass, $400. All day water park, 4 beach chairs, 2 umbrellas, 2 welcome rums, 2 children's things, paddle boards, kayaks, snorkel mats. Student pass. Actually, to be honest, if I'm just going by myself, I'm just gonna get the individual stuff. I basically get all of that for way cheaper. Um, I don't know what any of those schools are, but $100. That's pretty good. Water park only $50 for an adult for 1 hour. You go from all day to just 1 hour for $50? Well, their water park is floating. It's not really like a a concrete place where you can sit down and stuff. So beach activities 40, 50, there's no dollar sign here. 40, 50, 20, 10, 40, 50, 35. So that's kind of whatever. $26 for calamari. $24 for 6 pieces of chicken wings? Oh my God, bro. That's pretty much like $4 a chicken wing, which is insane. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. That's insane. $45 a burger? Jesus Christ. Oh, a wine list. $18 a mojito. Um, $16 for mineral water from Italy. $95 for rosé. So that's pretty crazy. Matching uniforms. That's pretty crazy. So, all right, curb appeal. Oh, can we get the water park? No, we get a drone shot, but this is, oh, we can see the water park. Um, it's kind of small, but it's also pretty large. And you can see the swimming area. It's kind of roped off. So that's pretty unique, I would say. No sharks in the water. How do you get out there? Do you just swim out there? I wonder how warm the water is in Barbados. Oh no, they have a boat. Yeah, they have a boat. I'm assuming that's what it's for. So this is our restaurant. Very well, we have low quality because of the image, but outdoor cabanas, beachfront chairs, volleyball net, um, tetherball. That's what it's called. Tetherball, can jam. So they got some games. Outdoor cabana, some, you know, you can see that color scheme. We're gonna look at a much closer street view, but this is a pretty good aerial view of what it is. So getting closer to the building. Ah, come on, bro. Let's go inside of it. Blue and yellow. Lots of blue and yellow. Pretty good color scheme. That's the vibe. Um, pretty well put together. Pretty good style. I would say this is pretty good style. Color, light. It's the place to go. I mean, I can't imagine parties or anything like that, but if you're looking for that type of experience, I mean, that's kind of the place to go. Random picture. Let's see. Marketing group. There's a lot. Oh, because I can walk through it. Oh, Christmas. This is May, May of 2025. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool seating area. And this is it at night. Staff's all hanging out together. This is really cool. No, take us down the tunnel. Oh, come on. No. Yes, this is cool. Elevated with this cool walkway with the lights. Oh my God, dude. And the yellow. They did it right. This is style. Blue and yellow. Another nice kind of garden seating if you want that instead. I always like to sit by the window because I like to see outside and far away. I also like to sit kind of far away. Okay. So that is going to do it for the Rascals of Barbados Restaurants and Water Park. So let's go ahead and give our review. First off is being location. This is, well, let's let's see how it's situated. Mm, we'll give it a 5-star location. We'll give it a 5-star location. It's right on the beach. It's in the major city, Bridgetown. Um, it's on the coast. It has some pretty good places around it, and it gets a lot of cruise tourism guests, which means that it's not too far away. So location of 5. For style or what it is, we're gonna also give it a 5. It is definitely a beachfront cabana restaurant bar. Uh, its style is blue and white, or blue and yellow, and you can tell it incorporates that kind of cabana feel. This is the vibe. They have Christmas decorations out, I guess, in May, which is kind of odd, but whatever. Um, yeah, it's got style. Front page, you can see their logo. You can see the name of the restaurant. You know what this is. And then the water park and the water. So style, we're also gonna give a 5. Pictures, pictures did pretty well. We're gonna give pictures a 5 as well. Pictures definitely showed us the inside. They showed us different times of the day. They showed us the location, the beach. They showed us this huge inflatable thing that they have out in the water. So they did pretty well. They did their justice. So pictures a 5. Reviews, reviews could have been better. Reviews could have been better. Um, if we look at some of the reviews more, it seems like 2024 and 2026 they have not been doing well. So post-COVID, pretty unfortunate. So a lot of longtime fans are a little bit disappointed by that fact. And yeah, so for reviews, we're probably going to give it a 3. Um, yeah, I mean they're well, um, I mean they're well established, so they've been around for years, for many many years. But it seems recently they have not been doing well. So a little disappointing, a little disappointing. Plus, it's very generic. My favorite review is probably the hot dog one. If we can find that again really quick, here we go. My favorite review is probably this one. Jumbo hot dog, and you get this. You get a jumbo bun, but a small hot dog. So reviews, we're gonna give it 3. For curb appeal, 5 stars. This was fantastic curb. I mean, honestly, yep. Rascals, Rascals. The beach is right there. And we saw the drone shot of it. So curb appeal, 5 stars. And that is going to do it for the Rascals of Barbados Restaurant Water Park. And let's take a look at our next location. So the next place we found is going to be the Bajan Barrel Rum Shop. It is going to be on the southern eastern end of Bridgetown. So it's a little bit away from things. It's also kind of tucked inland as well. So we're not going to be always looking at a place in the beach, now will we? So let's see. There's also a major roadway here. That's going to play a factor. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's really going to be around here. Quick peek. We have 60 reviews, 4.5 stars. It does have a website, and 7:30 in the morning till 11. We'll take you any day. First peak 5-star reviews at 2 years ago. So that's pretty good. Well established. So let's take a look at some photos. This is the outside, I guess. It's a little bit worn. Um, yeah, mismatching furniture. It's a basic fried food. $10 cocktail Friday nights. Sushi. Barbados rum shop. Um, it's got color and style, but some of it's mismatching. The colorfulness is a style though. It's just the furniture was mismatching. Sushi, barbecue, restaurant, or the bar. That's the bar. A lot of product shots. That's the vibe. Yeah, see, if we can see this on the outside, that would be pretty good. But um, it's a lot. Obviously, Barbados being a tropical country, they can use a lot of bright colors and it would blend in pretty well or fit the theme or cultural style. But yeah, I mean, again, the style is there. It's just a little worn down and the furniture just doesn't match correctly. Like the two chairs, two different types of chairs. Writing on the wall. There's a lot of writing on the wall. Big Flirt was here. Very interesting. I mean, you get a lot of American tourists that come here and they write their names on the wall and they come back year after year. That's the vibe. Writing on the ceiling too. England. Barbados used to be owned by the British until the 1960s or so. Um, Now America uses them for cruises. So, and at one point it was also owned by the Spanish. That's the vibe. This is a lot of product pictures. This is a lot of pictures of food. I'm not very impressed. We didn't really see one of the inside. This is the outside though. Style. It's got style. Curve appeal. If we can see that, that'd be nice. That's the vibe. Not very impressed. Not very impressed so far. So, what kind of whatever. For reviews, karaoke, island, 5 stars. Third generation location in a neighborhood at the top of the Rendezvous Hill. Thank you so much for the 5 stars. Your support means a lot to us. Um, Excellent food. My wife loved this place, Rum and Punch. I love it here. Super cozy. Place doesn't exist. Seemed to burn down. Oh, 3 months ago. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Um, Came here as part of the Austin's night out. Although our group was small, the owners and locals made us feel very welcomed. We sang a lot of karaoke and drank some lovely rum. Um, I love Bern Watson. Elizabeth was here, 2018. Martha Cubana. Um, Art number one, Plan B. I love this place. Shop Cash Money Boss. Shop Cash Money Boss. Barbados is the best. BTS. Oh well. Wonderful atmosphere here. Stopped on a Friday night to drink with friends. Good spot. I went for karaoke nights. The place needs some updating, but it's still good. You should have satisfaction when you visit a place like that. Nice chill spot. That's the vibe. Lovely. Lovely. Great karaoke. Good experience. Nice, but whatever. That's also the vibe. 5 stars, 5 stars, whatever, 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 whatever. Just the company replying. So 7 years ago. So that's gonna do it for the reviews. Let's see if we can see the street view. Come on. There's no street view. Uh-oh. No Google guy either. Oh well. Well, you know what that means. That's pretty unfortunate. All right, so whatever. Let's go ahead and give our review of the Bajan Barrel Rum Shop in Barbados. Uh, for location, we're gonna give a 3. It's a little bit away from everything. It's just not really quite where you want to be. It's not the primest real estate spot in the area for sure. It's by random, I'm assuming, residential houses. So that's kind of whatever. Um, for style, it's got style. We'll give a style of 5. Well, we're gonna give style a 4 because with the style, we did see mismatching furniture. Also with the style, the place was a little bit run down, so we had to keep that in mind as well. For pictures we're gonna give a 3. We did see a lot of product shots and a lot of pictures of food. There was many pictures of people, but we could hardly see the pictures of the inside. We did get to see outside pictures, but for the pictures that we did see, they could have done more. They could have done more justice. So pictures we're gonna give a 3. For reviews, people enjoy this place. People enjoy this place. So we'll give reviews a 4, only because there was one review that said this place burned down, and another that was kind of stating what I was saying, that it's a little bit run down. It needs some updating. So reviews, we're going to give it that 4. And lastly, for curb appeal, unfortunately, there was no curb. So we'll have to give it that 1 star, which is going to kill it. So, oh well. That is going to do it for my review of the Bajan Barrel Rum Shop. And let's take a look at our next restaurant. Okay, so for our next restaurant, we have the R.A. Map. This restaurant is located on the northern end of Bridgetown. It's in the city more. It's not on the beach. Um, it looks pretty well established. So 4.5 stars, 1,800 reviews, and it does have an Instagram. So we'll take a look at the Instagram. First peak, 4 stars 6 months ago. Okay. So let's take a look at some pictures. This first one is the outside of it, presumably. For some reason it's small. But if we can see this, that would be nice. A lot of this very particular beer branding, which is kind of odd. This is the vibe. That's the vibe. Oh, he's singing his heart out. Look at him. They really enjoy karaoke in Barbados. They also get a lot of tourists, so you know they usually like to sing. Uh, Americans aren't as big as into karaoke as we are with other cultures. I know in Asia they're big in karaoke, and same with the Caribbean. It looks like. I know Latin America is pretty big in karaoke too. Um, this is the inside. Once again, it's around Christmas time. That's the bar, red and white. Um, I don't know. There's no real like seating area. It's kind of like a grab and go, and like a counter. There's like a small counter, but I don't know. They probably sell some amazing chicken though. Yeah, I'm just kind of flipping through these. None of these are catching my eye. A lot of them are like restaurant ones, food. There's a lot of food ones. So, um, I don't know. That one just didn't really appeal to me. For for the reviews, uh, let's see. Alright, map is a simple rum shop with a simple menu. The rotisserie chicken is consistent. The sauce can be a hit or miss, but mostly it's good. Sometimes it can be a bit spicier than I would like, but that may be due to the sauce being made fresh daily and not mass produced. So it's whoever's making it that day. I was so excited to try it after so long because it was delicious, but then it was disappointing. Didn't taste good and the sauce is not the same. Might have to wait in line, but you're going to be worth the wait. Food was delicious, chicken was tasty. We did carry out chicken. Each time the price increases, the portion size decreases. At that point, you have to be really hungry for the sauce. But I see people posting on the social medias, massive portions, possible friends or well-known regulars, because whenever I got portions, wasn't right. Uh, Delicious. Love Barbados. Called in an order, and it was such a trying experience. The person on the other end of the line was in a rush to get me off the phone. He kept calling me by a different name, tried correcting him 3 times. Made me feel like I was being a bother. Wow. In no hurry to go through that again. Brilliant local flavored food in the form of rotisserie chicken and chips. Food here is tasty, but the chicken is not as juicy as it used to be. Um, Sounds like their food just isn't as good as anymore. Oh, that was during COVID. A little bit worth the wait, but delicious. Sauce hasn't been assigned. Same since COVID. Uh, Slimy texture of okra. It was okay. This does not make the top 5. Um, Style room shop. If you're looking for fish and chips, you'll get through it. These are a lot of mixed reviews, so we'll take that into consideration. Let's take a look at their Instagram. They're open 11 to 11. For their Instagram, we want to see organization. There's not a whole lot of organization. That's the picture of the front. Um, they don't post often. So that's something to keep in mind. 2025. Looks like the only post around Christmas time. So that's pretty unfortunate. And that's the vibe. So that was a little bit disappointing. Those are just emojis. So that was a little bit disappointing. Lastly, do we have curb appeal? Is there a curb? There is a curb. We're gonna swing our Google guy around. Bam, that's it. Um, yeah, I mean, it's got some pretty good curb appeal. I don't know what this Banks thing is. It has to be, yeah, it's the alcohol brand. So we're gonna knock off some points for it just being pretty much an advertisement. But that was some pretty good curb appeal. So let's go ahead and give our review of the RA map in Bridgetown. For the first category is location. Location, we're gonna give a 4. We're gonna give it a 4. It's on a pretty main road. It's not on the water, but as far as restaurants go for not being on the water, it's in a pretty good spot. So we're gonna give it a 4. For style, it's got some style, but it's mostly just a giant advertising building. So we're gonna give style a 4. Um, we're gonna give style a 4. Pictures, the pictures did okay. I mean, a lot of them were just kind of like food pictures and stuff. Well, we'll give pictures, we'll give pictures a 4. Why not? We'll give them that. Reviews, reviews, we're probably gonna get, um, we're probably gonna give them a 3. It's just not the same since COVID, so we're gonna give them a 3. Um, and curb appeal is pretty solid, but once again, a 4 just because it's a giant advertising of a building as opposed to like the restaurant itself. So, oof, oh oh my gosh, it's always another one. So that's gonna do it for our review of the RA map, and on to our next restaurant. So with our next location, we have Flash Zone Bar and Variety. The variety most likely going to be karaoke. We are in the northern part of Bridgetown, just on the town line here. And we are next to, where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Nelson Mandela Freedom Park. There is also the family spot. This one doesn't have anything to it, so I didn't really want to review that. But it's also really close to the beach, so pretty good location. Um, 850 reviews. Whoop. 850 reviews. Low price. Has a Facebook, but no website. First peak 5-star review with 2 years. So let's go ahead and take a look at some pictures. Cheap plastic lawn chairs. Oh my God. Um, Slovakia, Korea, Russia, Argentina, US, North Korea. Well, that's also Korea. True Korea, some might say. Japan, Spain, Ireland. Yeah, Ukraine, France, maybe, Portugal. So pretty cheap on the furniture though. This is the outside, maybe? Inside? This is the outside. Bench. Yep, one bench. Um, Lots of lights. A lot of alcohol branding, which takes away from what their bar is. It's a lot of clutter. You see that? It's a lot of clutter. That's the food, that's the beer, that's the vibe. Um, yeah, I don't know. Pool table. Like to me, I don't really drink, so to see something like this, what's the point? It just seems like it's a lot of clutter and alcohol advertising. Like it's meant to be messy on purpose. And that's how people have a good time. I don't know. That's just not for me. Um, they're okay pictures. These pictures are pretty good actually. A lot of them are showing the inside, but these are okay. These last couple have been product shots. So, pictures we're probably gonna give something like a 4. Yeah, I don't know. These we're just scrolling through whatever ones. What's the vibe? This is the vibe. Can we get a better vibe? This is the vibe. Oh, look at those earrings. Look at those hoops. That's the vibe. They got soccer on TV. Okay, so let's look at some reviews. Atmosphere, roadie, pool, party, entertainment. We came here by chance. Best price performance ratio in town. Great food service, friendly barkeeper. They even gave us back a ride to our hotel. Parking was somewhat difficult. One of the coolest bars in the West. Um, Had my first taste of shark down here, and I'm in love. The food was awesome and the vibe was A1. My server was Chantel, and she was extremely pleasant. Cool bar vibes. So sorry I did not take pictures. Great vibes. Great music. Christmas again. It's always Christmas. I'm a tourist. It's the first time here. The DJ is amazing. Nice and chill. Good lunch. Good atmosphere. The vibrant bar, known as the Guyanese bar, but for me, it's much more. It's truly Caribbean. Um, Hosts at night. Their food was a 3. Service is poor. Two staff members head back and forth in the presence of customers, which I think is unacceptable. I ordered food prior to going there and they forgot. Other than the food service, the atmosphere is good. It's a popular watering hole. First time I went there at 2:10 p.m. Lunch is not ready yet. I always had the fried chicken and the ginger. It's all I could taste. However, the beers were nice and cold. Go try for yourself. That's the vibe. The service was not good. Food was desirable or not so desirable. I wouldn't order food from here. Oh well. The food was good, the music was great, but explain to me how the drinks went from $4 for one to $5 for one, all of the beers. Inflation, COVID inflation. Omeka, Philadelphia. I didn't mean to call her out, but you know, it's not the same since COVID. A good spot to grab some drinks. There's some good facilities, but if you sit down the stairs under the tented section, there's a strong chicken mess smell emanating from the adjacent property. Absolutely disgusting. Is it that food truck? I don't know. AKA GT Bar has good Guyanese food, has a sports bar feel to it. My favorite place is to watch crop over road. 7 years ago, 4 months ago, 7 years ago. So they got some pre-COVID ones. So pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Could have done better though. Coconut milk was tasty. Vibe's always nice. Great value for money. And people have been behaving responsibly, adhering to COVID protocols. Thanks, Emerson. COVID is now over. Um, so that is going to do it for the reviews. They did have a Facebook. Let's take a look at their Facebook. Flash Zone Bar. Bon voyage. Oof. Yeah, we're not gonna play that. Just because it was very, very loud. No detention for me, teacher. That's the vibe. It's steamy. Shadow clock in full effect. Sesame Street. Oh my god. Dress code black and red. Football, 4 for 12. Um, I wasn't checking the dates. They post pretty frequently, actually. They post pretty frequently. Looking at their photos, it looks pretty coherent. They're trying to run a business through it, so, and they also post random pictures of people. I guess they had an event or something like that. That's the vibe. So there's a lot of pictures of people. It's kind of strange, but okay. And lastly, the curb appeal. Is that it? I think this is it. Well, where is it? Huh, 2025. So this is a newer building, it seems. Um, what was the date? In 2019, I guess it didn't exist. This whole development didn't exist, actually. Did it? Oh God, no, no, it looks completely different. So, but we do have curb appeal. We do have curb appeal. It's a lot of advertising, unfortunately. It's not that good. It looks like a 10, honestly. It's too much clutter and spam. It's too much. It's not that good. Sorry. But yeah, let's go ahead and give our review of the Flash Zone Bar and Variety. For location, Um, Usain Bolt. Very interesting heroes. Location we're gonna give a 5. Well, we're gonna give it a 4. Location we're gonna give it a 4. It's close to the water, but not really at the water. I mean, it's a new development. KFC BlackRock. Oh my God, dude. BlackRock is in like the defense contractors. What are they doing in Barbados? So we are going to give them a 4 for location. For style, um, I wasn't a fan of the style. It has style, but again, it's a lot of spam and clutter. So we're gonna give style a 3. Pictures, um, they could have done better with pictures as well, so we're also gonna give that a 3. A lot of it was kind of like product pictures, like of food or promotions. For reviews, um, we'll give it a 4. We'll give it a 4. So they could have done a little bit better, I guess. Um, yeah. And lastly, for curb appeal, we're going to give them a 3 for curb appeal, just because there was curb appeal, but it was super spammy and it just doesn't look right. Where is it? Well, you get the idea. So curb appeal, we are going to give a 3 stars. Um, so that's going to do it for the Flash Zone Bar and Variety, and we're going to be looking at our next restaurant. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, for our fifth and final restaurant, we found a Japanese restaurant in the very northern edge of the town border. So Bento Box is a almost 4.5 stars Japanese restaurant, 400, almost 430 reviews, pretty much. They have a Facebook, so I'll be taking a look at their Facebook. First peek at the reviews, 7 months ago, 4 stars. So okay, all right, all right. A little bit pricier as well. So let's see. If we go to some pictures, this is the inside of it. I don't know what her shirt says. Poke bowl. On the wall, you see Japanese artwork, Japanese themed foods, chairs and tables appear to match. This is the outside. Dim sum. Sounds pretty good, actually. Sushi sashimi. And a burger. And a burrito. Huh. Here's more of that inside. Nice countertop, so the tables and chairs do in fact match. Huge bonus. It has style. This is the front. Shares a building with Wine World. They probably sell their wine in the restaurant. Ichiban. Egg rolls. Lots of food. But this is the outside. Nope. That is not the outside. That is a random building. Some pretty cool cups. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Action Cup. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. So that's gonna do it for some pictures. What building is this? Caribbean Rip Regional Head Office. Um, okay. For reviews, salad bar, healthy juice, price, customer service, island. The sashimi and sushi rolls were delicious. The bento box presents an excellent choice for Asian cuisine in the heart of Warren. That's the area that we're in. Is Warren. It seems everything is yeah, Warren. Jackson, Green Hill. Love the poke bowl, yummy rice bowl, favorite sushi spot, no complaint. I'm in love. Awful experience. Slow. The entire team felt disconnected and unmotivated. No sense of urgency or pride. It's all about that service. Food was good. Once again, well, the food was good, but the service was awful. It's all about that service. Had sushi roll and the pineapple chow. Got terrible food poisoning after eating here. Awful experience. That's the vibe. I'm so proud of how far this restaurant has come. I no longer consider them discount sushi after having the dragon roll. They do have nice food though. Um, my husband and I came in after our shift, but the vibe wasn't right. We tried to eat here with our son and girls. We were sat outside in the rain and it was coming down hard. Yeah, doesn't it like rain every day in the Caribbean? Something like that. So tropical and humid. Um, we wanted to sit inside, but the weather was bad. They couldn't start eating, so we left before ordering. Kids were disappointed. Whatever. Whatever. Uh, good food, great food, great salad bar. Incredible bento boxes. Wow. Wow. Okay, Damien, let's see their Facebook account. Let's see their Facebook account. That's the front. Nice pants. Um, Happy Easter. So they uploaded pretty recently, 3 days ago, 26. How to trap me. That's pretty funny. You give me money and you get the food. Are you good at math? No, I'm not good at math. I'm okay. Well, I'm okay at it. Not fantastic. These are pretty funny pictures. I'm not gonna lie. These are some pretty good pictures. So these guys know what they're doing. They're marketing pretty, pretty, pretty graciously here. So pretty nice. Very, very amazed for a Japanese restaurant, Barbados. It's pretty well put together. So curb appeal. Oh, we might be able to see it. No, it doesn't exist yet. Unless that's it at the end. Nope. Go back. Go this way. Caribbean Development Bank. Ah, that sucks. It's doing so well. Well, that kind of sucks. That's a huge disappointment. Run killer. I'm telling you, dude. It's all about that curb appeal. So, um, so for location we're gonna give um we're gonna give location probably a 3. It's in an industrial area. This is clearly development for Barbados. You know, the artery. It's on the highways and right on the county line. So we're gonna give location a 3. For style, we'll give style 5. All the chairs match. They got branding and logos. It's a Japanese restaurant for sure, but we're in Barbados. So, but it's got style. For pictures, pictures did pretty well, I would say. There's a lot of food pictures, and there's also some interior and exterior shots. So pictures we'll give a 4. Um, for reviews, we'll also give it a 4. They did pretty well though. However, there was some complaints about the food, but we'll give it a 4. And lastly, for curb appeal, unfortunately, we're going to get them that 1 star. So that is going to do it for the bento box in Bridgetown, Barbados. And on to our reviews of today's video. All right, guys, here we are at the Parliament Building and Museum. Look at how English that architecture looks. So it's the capital of Barbados, essentially. There's also a second building. But we are here at the Parliament Building and Museum to give our final decision on today's reviews. I'm going to go ahead and put those stats up on the board. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to leave a like. Remember to hit subscribe to follow me for more content. I do upload pretty often, so please be tuned for that. Yeah, so if you do enjoy my content, please be tuned for more when we find another random city in the world to see what it has to offer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. All right.